Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It is Monday. I hate Monday. And I'm running late to work again on a Monday. It's September 19th, 2016. September 19th, 2016 as I record this. Man, we are making our way through September. I know most of you won't be watching this on September 19th, 2016. You'll watch it weeks, months, I hope years from now. It's all about the knives, so none of this goes out of date. I just give you the day for the some folks who do follow every day, but also to let you know that we do this every single day. That's true. Every single day. I show you what I'm going to carry in my pockets. I always carry a keychain knife, a medium knife, and a large knife, and a bunch of other things. A cigar. I like a flask. Something that'll wake me up after work. After work. With a good cigar. And a lucky silver coin, always. So let's talk about what I'm carrying today and deconstruct this thing. I took a bunch of pictures. That's why it's so pretty. I took a bunch of pictures that I'm going to post on Instagram. My Instagram is at Keith Kevin Ken, just like this YouTube channel, at Keith Kevin Ken. I name it after me and my brothers. There's three of us. Keith, Kevin, and Ken. I'm Kevin. Keith's the older. Ken's the younger. Growing up, because we were all K-E-K-E-K-E, people always mixed us up, called us by each other's names. Our friends, when they'd see us walking down the street or something, they'd just say, Keith, Kevin, Ken, because they knew they'd catch it. My mother, when she got angry at us, get over here, Keith, Kevin, Ken, she knew she'd catch one of us, right? So that's why I called it Keith, Kevin, Ken, in loving memory of my brothers. So let's talk about the deconstruction. I really love this Rolex. Just a simple winding Rolex. One of the vintage kind, but I just love it. It's in perfect condition. I love it because, no, it's not solar. It's not automatic. It's not battery run. It's man run. You just wind a little thing on the edge. Simple. I love technology, you guys. If you saw my apartment, you'd see every single technology. Too much, actually, for one person. But sometimes we overdo it. Sometimes the original way is kind of cool. It really is. Today I'm going to smoke, I love Maduro cigars. That's that dark cigars wrapped in a nice dark. This one is real chocolatey and nice. I love it. It's the Partagas Maduro from Cuba. It's a Cuban cigar. I'm salivating over that. That's kind of strange, but true. Today I'm taking along some blended scotch. The pen, I roll with the Schoen design pen, S-C-H-O-N, design D-S-G-N, made in Massachusetts, made in the U.S. For years, I have a lot of upscale pens. Someday I'll need to sell them or something. They just sit around. I usually just used our company pens. But man, after I found the Schoen pen, it's Schoen pen. I've got three of them. This right here is the brass Schoen pen. I have a titanium. Then I have a stainless steel one with DLC coating around it. I love it. Manly. I love something with a lot of weight to it, but also gets the job done. One of my real thin Mont Blanc wallets. I love super thin wallets. I always carry a pad of some sort. This is a Monday and I have a meeting, kind of special meeting, so I wanted to be a little upscale with my pads and pencils and watch combination. Um, my always carry, this is upside down, always carry a lucky silver coin. My grandfather always carried a silver dollars. Yeah, they don't make those anymore in the U.S. So I do carry a 1-ounce silver coin every day just for good luck and memory of my grandfather as well. Been doing it for a long time. This is the year of the tiger, one of my Chinese flower pin, lunar year pins. Let's get this off of here. My pad is my Coach pad with that special Coach paper. I knew one day when I bought this a couple of decades ago that the paper would run out. I bought all the paper I could find, and when I would travel around and I'd go to some of these some of these mall places, I'd go and grab, the paper and stuff. Well, I finally ran out. Lasts a long time, huh? Well, I alternate my notepads a lot. And so I went and made them. Couldn't find the Coach ones, so I made some. I'm not selling them, Coach, so don't come get me, okay? I respect you. I give you a shout out almost every, at least once a week. So don't get me. Let's talk about the knives. Man, I'm excited about the knives. I figured I'd be a little patriotic today. Not a holiday or anything. I just felt patriotic today, waking up. So let's talk about this. This is a real special knife. You don't see these a lot. You don't see them for sale a lot. You don't see people talking about them a lot. This is called the Spyderco Pride. I'm starting to I don't use a lot of these knives a lot. This is part of the collection, the Spyderco collection, that I don't carry a lot. And I've been starting to think, I haven't cleaned out the case yet. I have some new Pelican insides. Man, those things, they cost as much as the Pelican cases themselves, that I need to do to prepare when we hit 1,000. And I do need to prepare when we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're making our way up there, but we need to hit 1,000 subscribers. When we do, I'm going to show you all of the Spyderco knives. Trust me, a lot of classic knives, a lot of the newer knives. This right here is a classic knife. I'm going to carry it as my keychain knife. This is called, and I am a collector, but I carry. The thing is, I take care of my knives. Plus, I'm not a heavy user. I'm in the office most of the time. Most of the time, it's just showing off the knives and doing some, a couple of tasks. Usually, my keychain knife does most of the work for me. Simple things. This is the Spyderco Pride. The Spyderco Pride. It is an aluminum base. I love this little clip. It's really nice too. Aluminum base. They come in a lot of different countries. You can just have a Spyderco Spider on it. Of course, I have the USA. They come in Germany, Canada, UK, Israel, a whole bunch of different French flags. I don't see a lot of them around. This is an older knife, by the way. This right here that I have in my hand is the very first Spyderco slip joint. Very first one. That means a knife that's non-locking. This was Spyderco's first attempt. That's why they had all the different flags on them. This was their attempt to hit that international market. Because a lot of places overseas, you can't have a locking knife. You just can't. So you need a slip joint. This was their very first one, and they've done a lot of slip joints since. The other thing about the Pride, and the other thing when you're trying to go after that international market, as Spyderco was, you need a smaller blade. It has to be mostly under a 3-inch blade, even in Boston and Chicago. This is a 2.5 2.25 inch blade. Yep, 2¼ inch blade on the slip joint. Man, it's so smooth. I was so lucky to get one in such great. Man, this is like super sharp, just perfect right out of the box condition. You can tell it's one of the newer Spyderco's. I'm sorry. I don't know how I even knew it popped in my mind. You can tell it's one of the older Spyderco's. This is AW6 steel on this blade. AW6 steel. But even at their first, look at this. Forward choil. I love how they saved the little blade. That's that 50/50 forward choil that I just love from Spyderco. Fat hands, I know. Small knife, but look, just rest. It just fits perfect. 2 fingers here, 1 up on the choil, 2 on the base, and then you got that little rest right here. Oh, just really gives you control. Because you have that forward choil, remember, it's a locking knife, but you barely notice it if you're doing work. You're going against the tension anyway, but this is a real protection for you. It's called the Spyderco Pride. Have you ever seen one? Man, if you find one, grab it. I just love this knife. I love it. I can't believe that I haven't carried this in years. In a year. There's a lot of surprises. That's why I said when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to go through that big case because they're down in there. And even when I'm looking for knives to carry, I get a quick look or I have a picture of a knife in my head. But man, there's a lot of knives in there. We're gonna discover together. That is the Spyderco Pride, of course, with the U.S. flag on it. My medium, you guys know I love plain Jane Chris Reeve knives. Large, small, 21s. I love the plain Jane 25, Sebenza 25, and of course the Umnumzun. This right here is the plain Jane small Sebenza 21. Plain Jane dressed up. That's what it is. She has her Sunday best on. Of course, it has that titanium handle that you're used to from Chris Reeve and his Sebenza with that Chris Reeve integral lock. The dressed up part, of course, is that 2.9 inch blade. Happens to be Devin Thomas ladder Damascus blade. I know every time I pull this one out or the larger one, I should get the different variations with the blades. Maybe the smaller ones. I don't know. I don't know because right now I just have 2. The large 21, the small 21 with ladder Damascus. But I really love this knife. Man, medium size. You guys know I like medium. I love a big knife. I do. But man, just for me, I guess because I do wear dress clothes a lot, it's just easier in my pocket. Or I slip it most of the time. I just slip it into a Chris Reeve sheath. Oh man, I love this knife. That's the medium carry. That is the small Chris Reeve Sebenza 21 plain Jane handle with that wonderful ladder Damascus blade. This is making me excited about Monday. Yeah, okay. Not as depressed. How about that? I don't know about excited. Not as depressed as I was about Monday, okay? It's something about, it's one thing picking up your knives, throwing them in your pocket. There's another sharing this with you guys. I'll just have to tell you, and I know it might sound corny or whatever, but I'm corny. Man, when you get older, you just get cornier. You get more experience, you get wiser and cornier. Here's the deal, though. Just being able to talk this through is kind of fun, you know? I could have thrown these, which I usually did, throw them in my pockets, run out. But just having to go through them just makes me appreciate them a lot more. So thank you for that, letting me go through my collection and appreciate it a lot more. This right here is a special from True North Knives. You know, True North Knives has a special relationship with Chris Reeve and his Sebenzas and Umnumzuns. The reason is True North Knife is the only place you can get Chris Reeve Tanto blade knives. Yeah, it's exclusive from True North Knives. This is a True North Knife special Freedom Collection, they call it. This is a large Sebenza 21. Obviously, it's exclusive to True North Knife. This is a large one, shiny show side with the American flag on it, with all the great colors, the blue and the red. I love that it's a shiny on the front. Of course, the business side is all about business, full tie. And then this has my only Spirograph Damascus blade. Devin Thomas Spirograph Damascus blade. Is that pretty or what? Now, someone always tells me they're upset because as I get it closer, it gets more out of focus. I know. I focus for the desk, and that's because I have a lot of stuff that I'm showing you, not just one knife. So I apologize for that. But, oh, that's nice, isn't it? I'm really happy to have that. That is the True North Knife Freedom Collection. They have a number of other ones. They have a satin blade. They have a Tanto blade with satin. They have a smaller version of this. I just really love this blade. Again, that is, of course, 3.6-inch spiral, Devin Thomas Spirograph Damascus blade on that special Sebenza 21, large Sebenza 21. That's the carry. That's it. Man, I got the classic out for you. That's the very first Spyderco slip joint. It's called the Pride. They are out there with a lot of different flags on it because that was their first attempt at a non-locking knife that they could sell internationally. There you have it. Yeah. That's the medium. I love that plain Jane with the dress on, huh? Yeah. That's the latter Damascus. And of course, the special from True North Knives Freedom Collection with that Devin Thomas Spirograph Damascus, the shiny tie with that flag on it. That, my friends, that's going to be the carry. That's what I took pictures of, posted it on Instagram at Keith Kevin King. Come on, join the feed. Don't forget to thumb this up. Go crazy with the thumbs up. There is a knife that got away. We'll get to it. Go crazy with the thumbs up. Hey, that's where my energy comes from. Some people say, where you get all that energy? It comes from you guys acknowledging that you're enjoying these videos. I really appreciate that. I really do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. About 60% of the folks that watch don't subscribe. Just hit it. If you enjoy it, hit it. Let's get that 1,000 subscriber mark so that we can go crazy on the Spydercos. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. I promise you, you'll learn a little bit more about Spyderco, even if you think you know everything. How about that? Because I know I do. It's my case. I bought all those knives, and as I go through it, I keep finding gems. That, my friends, is what it is. That, my friends, is my spiel about Instagram. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. Ooh, no. This is the Keith Kevin King YouTube channel, and this is the knife that got away. It was Monday. I wanted to feel good. I had already decided that I was going with the flags on the outside. I was just trying to figure out what to do in the middle. This, my friends, this is a sprint run, which is an exclusive run of about 1,000 or less, usually around 1,000 knives or less that Spyderco does on a regular basis. This, they took their most sold, the highest selling knife, the Delica, and really jazzed it up. Everything I say about this blue anodized one, I also have a brown anodized one as well. And they did it with the Enduras. I have both of those too. Man, I was going to carry this. I was going to just slip it. People say, how you carry it? They did not put a clip on these because they didn't want to ruin the scales. So get over it, man. With a fancy smancy knife like this, you don't need it. You don't need it. I have a bunch of Chris Reeve leather sheaths, so I just slide it into that. Oh, man. Everything is Delica about this, of course. You've got the 2.9-inch blade in that classic Spyderco leaf shape. In this case, they have that Japanese Damascus VG10 core, and then they have a bunch of steel all squashed together that's sandwiched in that VG10 core. Ah, Damascus. You know, you don't see a lot of Spyderco Damascus blades, but man, that's a pretty one. Of course, it's discontinued. It came out a little while ago. That is titanium bolsters right there. Anodized blue. They have this blue jigged bone right here. And man, that transition, of course, the materials are different, but that transition is just flawless. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I'm sorry for that's beautiful. Has that very strong back lock that all Delicas do. You would think where they have the titanium bolsters and they made them blue, then they had the jigged bone handle. Again, there's a brown one just like this with gold anodized bolsters. And both of those, they have them for the Enduras as well. I'll show you all of those once we get 1,000. But man, is that pretty. And then to top it off, look at the back spacer. All that lattice work. Is that unbelievable? Remember, this is a production company, folks. I'm not showing you a custom. They had to rig this up. That's why most sprint runs are limited editions, because it uses materials they don't use in the usual production runs. Is that pretty or what? Man, lucky to get all four. I say four because there's the brown one that I have for the Delica, and then I have the brown and blue for the Endura in perfect condition. That's the great thing about some sprint runs. People know that they're limited. So I could just imagine someone getting this new and saying, oh, I'm putting this in the safe. Well, I got it, and I love it. I was going to carry it today, show it off after work and at lunchtime. Oh, isn't that pretty? Man. Put it in a nice Chris Reeve leather, and you have a real nice knife. But I went with my other baby. This is full dress, okay? This is plain Jane with a fancy dress on. This is full dress. That's the Spyderco Delica with that wonderful blue jig bone and that blue titanium bolster. And man, you have to love that lattice work. Oh, it feels so nice. Nice. It's not overly heavy. 3.7 ounces. Not overly heavy. Man, I just love this thing. It feels so good in the pocket. There you have it. That's it. Don't forget to thumb it up. Don't forget to share, thumb it up, like it, and subscribe. Let's hit that 1,000. Thanks, you guys. You have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.